Big welcome everyone to our final countdown call in English. We have been running webinars this week in multiple languages. We just finished our Indian call. We have had African call today. We had in Spanish, in Japanese, in Korean. We've been running in multiple languages. We're meeting with the European teams this weekend in Berlin. We're having a incredible growth this week in terms of new individuals coming in. More and more people are realizing the power behind what is happening. Some people have not yet, had that click in their minds when they understand what Alex is sharing on his voice notes. And we're going to cover that today. So today we have a special agenda. I'm going to start off and talk about something very important. I'm going to break down the reasons Alex over and over again is pushing the idea of you do not need any money moving forward if you have the Ultima token. I will explain what it means by that and how you can use the Ultima token to literally spend it without losing it. And that is something that is going to be a concept that more and more people are going to understand, or use but not lose. That is only possible with the Ultima token. So I'm going to break that down for you. We're then going to have, of course, Danish and Navid coming on. And today we're going to have a special testimony from Joanna coming on and sharing the reasons she is pushing forward so hard. She is running a presentation tonight as well. And we are going to continuously run webinars. She is an individual that we see is taking, that extra step, running presentations and really putting herself out there, which is what's needed to grow as a leader. We want to hear from her later on as well today to get that extra touch today's call and get an understanding of what she sees with everything that is happening. So with that, let's jump into it. I'm going to start off by actually going through my iPad here, and I'm going to explain a few things that is very important to understand. This week, we've had a lot of webinars. We have explained the swap, which has now started. Everyone has been aware of that. And if many of you have been trying, people get excited when they click and it works as if it wouldn't work, but people still get excited when they see, and I believe seeing is believing. So make sure that you are informing your teams and helping people understand how the swap works, the plcswapping.com website. And from there, get started with the swapping journey and being a part of the smart token. And this is gonna, of course, here we go. This is gonna be explained more in the Berlin event. So this is something that has been explained on previous webinars. I will not go into too much today. What I will talk about here today on today's webinar is more so to do with the last countdown for the Ultima token production. This is something that a lot of people are not aware of. A lot of people are kind of waiting, and we spoke about this on our previous mastermind call. And I'm going to now start my screen share from my iPad here so I can do some beautiful drawings. And I want to show you something that has helped a lot of people really understand the big vision and what Alex means when he says that you can spend without losing. How is that possible? How can we live in a world where you can spend something and you're not losing it? And this is possible because of what's happening here with the Ultima token and the cashback system. Now, as you know, we have so far had an opportunity here to be a part of the creator generation where we are getting the farms, and with the farms, we are producing the Ultima tokens. And this production has been, what has creating the supply of the token. We have been producing the supply. But as you know, starting from the end of this month, this is going to be cut, which means that those individuals who has been able to become part of this creator generation is the last people who can ever produce more tokens. Now, with this news, we cut the supply, less production of tokens. We have a very exclusive opportunity to become a part of this, because what is happening now, when there's no production of tokens, and we are allowing the ecosystem to be launched and bring the liquidity, bring the community, then something magical is happening here. And you understand, of course, when that big demand is coming, you have low supply, the price can continuously increase and grow. That has been understood in previous webinars. But let me talk about when you actually have the Ultima tokens in your wallet, one thing we understand is that it can go up and I can make more money. But let me explain how you can actually turn this into a cycle of spending without losing over and over again. And this is when, you know, people go crazy. And I believe this is why on the exchange now, we've seen the volume gone over $4 million every 24 hours. Why is the price coming back a little bit? Yeah, because the people want to push down the price because they want to get a good entry before we start taking off next month. That is what I believe is happening. Now, when we're looking at this and we're understanding that now with the cashback vouchers, imagine you're taking your Ultima tokens, and let's say you have one Ultima token and you're taking this and you're buying a voucher. What is happening? You, of course, get back cash because of this every single month. And after the 3 years, you have again collected back your Ultima token and you still have one Ultima token. You didn't lose the token, but you still made money. In this point, if you have one Ultima token, you get back around, you know, let's say 13,000 euro. You have 13,000 euro additional, plus you still have your one Ultima token. Now, what can you continuously do? As you have production of tokens, you can continuously doing this. You can continuously put your tokens into the machine with the cashback, produce your expenses, produce cash every single month, and still keep the tokens. This is something when people understand this, how you, for the first time in this industry, we have an asset where you can spend the asset in real life and keep the asset. This is very important to understand because as this is being realized by the community, less and less people will sell, more and more people will use it. And by using it, you're freezing it. And by freezing it is out of circulation. When it's out of circulation, there's less supply. And with a low supply and a rising demand, we're seeing the price can go really crazy. And this is what is going to really contribute to this growth of price. Because when you have a very low supply and you have a supply on the market that is continuously being frozen by the community, less and less people wants to sell, because why would you sell when you can use it and get money for it and keep the token? Why would you sell your token when you can get money for your token? It's as if you sold it over, 1 year and got installments and you keep the token. So if no one is selling and there's millions of people coming now, because the marketing is going to be much easier, what happens in the demand and supply equation? This is what when this pin drops for people, that is when people are moving and start planning tours and planning events. The Swedish team got 2 events happening next month. There's a lot of things happening now, because when that click happens, they understand that right now we are completely going to explode, and we want to get people on board so they can start getting into the cashback with the Ultima token at the lowest price, because then they're going to be even more excited when the price increases and your cashbacks is increasing. And when people say, I get, I put in 1,000 and I get 1,000 over 3 years in Ultima token, that is if the token price doesn't change. If the token price increases, what if you recover it within 3 months? Now you have incredible excitement from that user, where the person is earning every month in cash. They're earning in token. The token goes up in value. They break even on the token. And then they have another, 2 years or 2.5 years, let's say, of continuous passive production of Ultima tokens from the cashback, and the price can continuously rise. When we understand these dynamics, something is changing in people's minds. And this click has been our mission this week, to get across in multiple ways to different communities in this company. Crossline, upline, sideline, doesn't matter. We are now uniting everyone in this company, and we want everyone together to get this click into as many leaders as possible, because then we will understand that starting from next month, we can have an incredible expansion with the company. And this is just with the vouchers. Now, imagine you then produce another Ultima token from your farm. It comes more. So this one is used for the voucher. You take the other one and you put it into the travel. And now you start traveling with 90% savings. And then imagine this is coming back to you. Now you can actually pay for your vacations and keeping the tokens. Now, when you understand how you can continuously recycle and use and reuse your Ultima tokens over and over again and keep building your lifestyle with this, that is what Alex means. You do not need the cash in a sense we needed before. If this continuously allows you to recycle the same Ultima tokens over and over and over again. At the same time, every time it's being used, more of it's being burnt, more of it is being frozen, and the supply is going to keep getting smaller, smaller, smaller. That's what allows you to have this incredible leverage if you are a producer of these tokens and not buying it off the market. And this is where it clicks for people, because when they understand this and they understand, okay, I can through the vouchers, get money back from my token and keep my token, and then they go crazy. Then they understand the travel. And then we talk about the copy trading, for example. When you understand how you can take the token, you put it into the copy trading, you receive the profits from the traders and get back your token. Worst case scenario in that, you still have your token. And it's becoming this extreme, more lower risk than what you would have in other scenarios. And what is going to happen now, you can use your token not only for travel, not only for daily expenses, but you can help to grow your portfolio with it through the copy trading. And what is happening now, your opportunities in continuously growing as the ecosystem is evolving. And I believe that the more this is growing, and if we reaches the goals and dreams that Alex has, and they pull off what is expected to be pulled off this year, I believe that there's going to be a gold mine to sit on Ultima tokens and to be able to use it, to put into travel and then get it back, put into the voucher, get it back, go and put it in to build up a crypto portfolio using the copy trading system. With all of this coming together, I believe we're going to increase a momentum through our teams, and the belief is going to rise because we are seeing it and feeling it in our hands. We're converting this digital asset into spending in physical shops, into real travels with experiences. And what is happening now, people believe. The same way people need to see to believe, with the swapping. Now people get excited, oh, it actually works. Alex actually is allowing us to get the smart coin. Now people start moving, but we always knew that's gonna come. With this is also like that. We wanna make the move now. We can see what's going to happen. And if this happens the way we think, then I believe it's going to be extremely valuable to hold the Ultima token. That is also going to attract other people from the outside community. And then we crack the code of this industry of attracting outside liquidity, and outside people comes only to buy the token to use it, and not only to buy to profit from it. And then we create utility, which will drive the price. So I believe this kind of recycling is happening here. Is an opportunity that is going to be extremely powerful, especially for those in this created generation, for those who are able to continuously produce tokens on a monthly basis, and to get involved now before Alex unlocks this avalanche of demand and community that's going to come. And we want to be positioned before this. And you got to understand that this past 7 years has led to this moment. When we meet with Alex and we sit down with him and we ask him about the future and what he believes, he says the last 7 years has built us to this moment, and everything is now going to be put into this, and all the experience is meaning that no one else can compete with what we're doing here, because no one else has gone through the fire, gone through the challenges, and gone through what we have done here. So as a finalized point here, guys, when you understand this as the first point, and you understand what is possible on the recycling Ultima tokens here, the second point becomes very powerful when you understand the potential of having a 50x value increase. And I'm talking about this on my webinars. What is that coming from? It's rough numbers, of course, but just with rough numbers, if you have a 10x value increase, if we're looking at a 10x value increase on the Ultima token, and we're seeing it going up 10x, it goes from 10,000 to 100,000, then we have done a 10x on the price. If you are a producer of tokens and you multiply your tokens and you get 5 times more tokens, and then of course you have your 50x. So if we understand that we can 50x our value, and the value we can then transfer into real-time, life usage through the cashback system and keep the token, when these two things clicks in people's minds, they understand that there is actually gonna be a lot of FOMO kicking in the coming 7 days. And we want everyone in the community to be aware of this before. So you're not waking up the last day, or you wake up a week after when Alice closed the doors and you see the cashback system rolling out and you see the price start moving. And then you said, I wish I came in when we had the opportunity to come in the creator generation. So this is one of the key points we want to share here with our webinars to help people get this fully understood, because whenever this has been understood and we understand what Alex is visualizing here to create this crypto system that is going to now enable people to live like this on the Ultima token, then it's going to completely blow people's minds. So with that, what I'm going to do now, we're going to be short and effective, because today we have a call happening now, and after this call we are having another call, and that is going to be a presentation, and we have been purposely put it this way because we want you to understand this, absorb this, and then 10 minutes before the next presentation, you have time to invite like crazy, invite, call people, get involved and say, there's something that you got to see, just jump on, we got the link, and I will present to your people and get them on board. And I will make sure that they understand why you called them on a Wednesday evening and gave them this push to jump on this webinar. And after that, Joanna is also doing her webinar tonight. You got 2 chances to push tonight and really generate your momentum, and from there you're able to really kickstart this week. So with this, I know that we are going to move on to the next speaker. We got 4 speakers today. I'm going to now hand over to the next speaker, who is my business partner Navid. You know him, you've seen him, but something that I was just want to highlight here for the people who's coming into the community recently. You know, when we talk with Navid and he's experienced in the market, what I see with Navid is someone who's been in the market for 15 years. And when you are in the crypto networking market for such a long time, of course, crypto came later, but networking to begin with for 15 years, you have seen it all. You don't believe stories anymore. You have fallen for stories. You've learned from that experience. You've grown through pains and challenges, and you got to a point 15 years later, when you choose a company, you're not choosing it based on hype or based on someone's story. You're basing it on something much deeper, and that is the power that Navid comes with to be able to see things from a very experienced level. So I want to hear from Navid now. Why is it that you chose this company, and with your experience, what do you see is going to happen now when we have a product that is digital and everyone understands it? It's a dream that we always speak about. So with that, I'll hand over to you, Navid.
Thanks a lot, Emil, and great to see so many people here, guys. So yes, I've been in the crypto space, network marketing space for 15 years, crypto space a little bit less years, since 2014. So I started off in Amway, and I worked very committed with Amway for the first 5 years of my network marketing career. And during those years, of course, it was a great school. It was a great teachings. I saw a lot of things. I got taught a lot of things, and of course, over the years, actually climbing the ladder of success in network marketing, I also could look back and see how shallow the industry is in many cases, and also how deep and true it is in many cases. So, what's really interesting is actually for me to look back on my product years in network marketing, physical products. There is something that will always work with physical products. There is always something that will work with people, saving money, making better decisions in terms of, creating better financials within their households on, alternative stuff, or even better, what we're actually looking at this company right now. So when me and Emil and Danish started to look at joining forces and actually come together and work as one, 1.5 years ago approximately, we just simply could not really find a company that had network marketing and had cryptocurrency all together in a very nice package. And what we know as a fact is that, you know, if we're looking at the cryptocurrency and network marketing space, there is no single company out there, there is no single founder out there that have been around for 7 years and that is still around after 7 years. So by looking at other maybe looking at different companies right now, looking at other directions, for us it's a complete no-no. And the reason is because it's more or less an absolute guaranteed loss and failure of that concept, because there is no proof of any other concept of the market that have actually succeeded. I mean, Emil said it. Around 50,000 companies, guys, have come and have crashed and gone away. So the odds are definitely against us if we're looking at a different direction. What I really love about this company is the ability to move through the changes of the climate of cryptocurrency, the regulators out there. You know, what we see in Alex is a tremendous and enormous amount of flexibility, which absolutely, you know, for a networker that maybe not have the full understanding of what's going on behind the scenes, yes, we might have a lot of opinions, but to be honest, is it really our job to have opinions about how somebody that is running a multi-billion-dollar company, when we might not even be multi-million-dollar income earners? It's not really suitable for us to take on that shirt to criticize and have opinions about how things should be run. So what I really love now is, now we also not only combine the cryptocurrency and network marketing, but we also combine the power of real life usability in terms of discounts, in terms of cashback on things we need and must have anyway. Imagine, guys, that in itself, I think, is a complete no-brainer. I think it's going to be an amazing time we're going to get in Berlin for all of us that will be there. If some of you are sitting on this call that maybe actually haven't heard about the event in Berlin, somebody that actually don't maybe know that it's actually taking place because your leader might not actually have talked to you about it, or if you are one of those saying, no, you don't need this event, you don't need events, well, you are probably the one needing it the absolute most. I encourage you, go to Berlin. There might still be spots, there might still be availability for you to actually enter and come in. I would highly encourage you to do that, because this event is going to go to the history books. I believe it's going to be an amazing event, launching amazing things for all of us in the network, and also for all of the consumers out there that is hungry for something like this. And I would like to leave over to Emil soon again and Danish, and to actually let you guys know a little bit about why did we choose this company after looking into it. Okay, first look, guys, first rumors that we heard, or first look on the internet and all that stuff, it wasn't too, I don't know, enthusiastic for us to look at this company. But we also know that there is so much talk in this industry. There is so much talk where people talk down stuff to recruit people into their thing. That is always the best thing. So why did we choose this company? I think that's a very, very relevant question. And maybe it's a question you never really asked yourself even. Maybe it just became this way. Maybe you just ended up in this company. So I would like to encourage you to really listen carefully now. And I know for a fact that Danish will give you guys an amazing insight from the heart of the founder, from the heart of the creator of this company. So Danish, I leave over to you.
Thank you so much, Navid. It's awesome that you could join the call. I know you're busy in and out of that vehicle of yours, and thank you so much, Emil, for an incredible insight of everything that we should all be excited about. So why did I join this company? Guys, come on. I joined this company because I love Alex's bald head. It's like mine. No, I'm just kidding. The reason why we joined this business is because it is solid, it is stable, it's been around the longest. And you know something, every single time that we are gauging companies, particularly in this space, it is when that company goes through changes, evolutions, challenges, and how they bounce back. That for us is a huge, huge telling sign. And we don't just gauge companies anymore based on, okay, let's go. It's momentum phase. Hey, book your ID, book your position. You know, you can capitalize on the structure that comes underneath you. No, we don't subscribe to that any longer. I must admit, way back in the day when we were completely novices and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, maybe that was a bit of a FOMO tactic that we were, you know, entering companies in with. But nowadays, I can assure you this is something that we don't practice whatsoever. So for us, ultimately, the number one thing that allows for us to really look at this company with high belief, and one of the reasons why we're having this call today to every single one of you guys, there's 133 participants on the call. Who knows how many people will watch this on the recording? I mean, I've just been reminded now that over the last, you know, 2 days, yesterday and today, we've had webinars with over 1,000 people, you know, of different communities, different cultures. And how cool is that? How cool is it that Emil right now is going to have a presentation, and then Joe is going to have a presentation a little bit later. Guys, you guys are being given all the resources, all the tools. So let's make the last 7 days of the Minter and farm sales worth it. I mean, Emil has gone through such an amazing breakdown. That's making me even more excited, let alone how excited we were when we came into the office today. So let us really focus, guys, on what we have with this business, what's about to happen in Berlin. And yes, we will have a call to give all of you guys updates on hopefully the Sunday, so that you guys know from the get-go exactly what the updates are, what Alex has said, what's set in stone. And then you guys can obviously set your foundation for the month of June, because my word is the month of June going to be a good month. So that leads me very nicely into our little special guest that we have on the call today. I'm really excited. And the reason why I'm excited is because I love it when we see someone going out there and achieving such big things purely by merit. And this is that individual, you know, quiet, little smooth operator, coming in behind the scenes, speaks so unbelievably eloquently. Okay, we cannot match the English that this girl, okay, comes and rolls out with. She has conducted so many presentations. She's already building a massive network, not only in the UK, but I'm pretty sure knowing this person, she's already gone global. I know she works hand in hand with her awesome partner. And these guys, like I said, are growing from strength to strength. They're taking on anything. They're processing it. They're coming out with their presentations with so many solutions, okay? And they're not just doing that. They've given themselves the title, the Rhinos, okay? And this is definitely the queen of that rhinoceros family, that's for sure. Joe, you should be so proud of yourself, honestly speaking, and everything that you have achieved so far. We are so excited to carry on building this amazing community with you. And also, we will always promote whatever it is that you roll out into the network, because the other day you mentioned it perfectly. I know you were being recognized as a diamond. We know you're a green diamond, okay? But something that you mentioned really stuck. You mentioned that we as the Den come with the unity, and you guys as the Charging Rhinos come with the freedom. And I absolutely love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is Joe, and she's going to talk a little bit about that freedom. She's going to talk a little bit about what she sees in the opportunity. She's also going to tell us what her routine is day to day, how many coffees she has. No, I'm just kidding. How many presentations she has, how many, you know, people she calls, and she gives that appreciation call to say, hey, I love you, but let's go. You know, tell us a little bit about your days, Joe. Tell us about how you're building into the next 7 days, and tell us also what you see in the future in this company for the year 2023. Joe, the floor is yours. I salute you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Danish. And you sent me a private message to say you were going to make me blush with your edification. I am certainly blushing. So thank you very much.
Truth, Joe. It's all the truth, I promise you.
You're very generous and you're very kind. And look, let me just start by saying to everybody else that number one, the first reason I came into this business was because of an amazing woman called Gail Potkin, who is our sponsor, and because we trusted her. So that was the starting point. I came in, Christian and I both came in just over a year ago. And what absolutely blew our minds immediately in this business, and this is why we decided to grow the business, was the leadership. Because just for everyone's record, just for you to know, my background is in banking. I worked in fact, I have a law degree from UCL. I didn't go into law. I went into banking. I don't know which is worse. And I worked in banking for 12 years in investment banking, asset securitization, bond origination. I then went into credit risks. I was in the compliance side of the banking just before the credit crisis in 2008. So I became the police officer of the bank. I was monitoring the traders. I was the one who gave them the red flags when they were over trading. So I have a real huge experience of banking. I've seen what goes on from the inside. And it was a highly toxic environment, let's be frank, and a woman in banking as well, in a very, toxic male-dominated industry. And then I had my 2 little children, but I reached a point in my life where I felt that it didn't sit right with my values, and that's so important. Leadership and values is really important to me. So I left, and that's when I started my own coaching business as a business coach and leadership executive coach. And I did that because I wanted to help everyday, real people on the street survive these macroeconomic cycles that go on. And we're in one again now. And I've been doing this for the last 8 years, helping small to medium-sized businesses, startup companies, everyday people. So when I came to this business, and I'm not a network marketer, guys, my background is not network marketing. In fact, Christian, he's been in network marketing for years. So I left banking. I was a single mum at the time, 2 little children, 6 and 4. And let me tell you guys, when you look at the Den team, when you look at me and you look at what us leaders are achieving, never think for 1 second that this is being handed on a plate to us, because it really isn't. Every single one of us work our butts off. And you asked me about what is my day like? And in fact, let's talk about what's my day like. Because when I came to this business, Alex, I was like, there is no other leader, founder on the planet in this space like Alex. I will never trust another leader in the crypto space ever again. I don't need to. We have him. He is here. He's my Elon Musk. Okay. But he's not Elon Musk. He's Alex Reinhardt. Okay. He has his own name. And that's what we need to start telling people. But then I saw the Den team, and oh my God, I was blown away. Because I have seen leaders and presenters and trainers and coaches in other businesses. But these guys, Emil, absolutely incredible. I mean, he's got everything going for him. Come on, guys. He's sexy. He's good looking. But do you know what? He has the substance to go behind it. He has the credibility. He has the knowledge, and he's eloquent too. And then we have Danish and we have Naveed as well. And you just an incredible team of leaders and so inspirational. So you all inspired me. And then there's Terry and Enika, the Infinity Income team. They are absolutely incredible, power couple. So, it was easy in a way. I was like, at the end of the day, how could you want to be anywhere else? We have the best trainers, the best coaches. We have the best of the best in the industry in this business. And I say to people, if you don't have the right leadership, you won't succeed. You need good leaders. So, and the beauty about this business is our abundance, our nature of abundance. I don't care if somebody else from another team comes on my presentation and somebody else is benefiting from that. Who cares? We're one team. We are the Ultima team. That is it. So we all support and help each other. I promote all of the Den presentations and all of their coaching. So coming back to what is a day in the life of Joanna like? So, saying to you, don't think that everything's handed on a plate here, because it isn't. So imagine Christian now, by the way, just to formally inform you all, Christian and I believe in this business so much and what we have achieved in 1 year alone, that we've made a huge life-changing decision, which has been a big decision, that Christian has now moved to Dubai. But I'm here in the UK with the children. Okay. So we are now, Christian and I have been in each other's pockets 24/7 for 6 years since we've been together 24/7. We are partners in life, partners in business, partners in crime. We are just partners in everything. But for the first time in 6 years, we have parted, but we are not apart. But he's there in Dubai. He's going to be there with the Den team and Alex, and I'm here in the UK, taking care of the kids, taking them to school. But I'll be coming to Dubai 1 week a month, and Christian's coming home every other weekend. So we're going to make it work, okay? Because this is what we're about. You want to make your dreams come true, you have to make them come true. No one else is going to do that for you, okay? And this business is helping us make our dreams come true, so we can help all of you make your dreams come true. Because honestly, who would move to Dubai? and part ways, you know, temporarily to succeed if you didn't believe this was the real deal, guys. Okay, so if that isn't credibility enough, I don't know what is. So a day in the life of Joanna, I'll just give you an example of my day on a Thursday. So I get up early in the morning. I take my little collagen elixir, by the way. I have a little magic potion, but that's another story. And then I take my kids to school. And then what do? I get back home. I've already got meetings lined up for the day between 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And I run mastermind calls with all my teams. I have a team I call my APAC rhinos. They're the Asia Pacific, Australasia, Chinese rhino group masterminds. And these are my leaders. These are our leaders in our business. I then do a UK call with our UK and Irish leaders and EMEA, so Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And then I have another rhino call with my Latin American partners, predominantly in Mexico. So we are growing globally as well, little bit by bit. And I'll do those calls. Then I have one-to-one. So people will say, my team leaders will say, look, I've got somebody, they came on your presentation. You know, they need a one-to-one. Can you help us? Yes, I get onto those calls. And I'm literally back to back. Some days I don't even eat. It's terrible. And now with Christian not here to feed me, I have to actually be very mindful and conscious. I must feed myself in the middle of the day. And then what happens? Then I'm off again. And then I'm picking up all the kids, 4 kids. Okay, so I go one way to one town, pick up my kids, go to another town, pick up Christian's children. And then we all come home. Oh my goodness, we have dinner. We sit at the table. These kids understand everything about Ultima. They know crypto. They know blockchain. Our kids have smart contracts in X, okay, in my account. So they said to me, Mummy, we want to make money like you and Daddy, like you and Christian. We want to make money. How can we do this? So we talk about this at the table. You know, this is my kitchen table business. Look, this is my kitchen behind me, right? And we talk. So they gave me their birthday money, their Christmas money. I said, right, kids, this is how it works. I create smart contracts for all of them. And that's how they make their pocket money. We don't give them pocket money anymore. They make their pocket money. And I tell you, they're the richest kids on the planet. They get the most pocket money than most kids out there because they've just minted their coins, right? So, we have so much fun. And the kids are so excited about Dubai and everything else. And then what happens? Then in the evening, we finish dinner, kids go off, do their own thing. And then I'm on a presentation. I'm doing either a Rhino Zoom call, coaching, you know, everybody around the world, or I'm doing a presentation like tonight. I'm doing a presentation at 8 p.m. You are all welcome to join, bring your people. And then what? I probably get to bed, I don't know. You see, I'm very high energy, as you can tell. You know, I don't know where it comes from, but I was born this way. And what happens next? I don't know. I find a way to wind down at night. I tend to do meditation at bedtime, wind down my brain, and I'm out like a log. And then tomorrow I start again. So that's the day in the life of Joanna. So for anyone out there who thinks that, you know, I'm sitting here and all the work's being done for me and the volume's just rolling. It is rolling, but it still takes work, guys. You got to work with your team. You got to look after them. You got to lead them. And my role as a leader is to create more leaders. That's where I see my purpose. The role of the leader is to create more leaders. And that's how you replicate. And it's all about do everything with true intent and purpose. And if you do it with heart and you do it for the right reasons, the money flows. I have a saying, don't go chasing money, love, or success. Be the best version of yourself and those things will chase you. And that is the story of my life. That is the story of my life because the rewards, the financial rewards are a byproduct of your heart and what you put into the world. And that's what Christian and I are all about. We are all about putting our heart into the world, doing our best for the people we care about and helping as many people on this planet to really take back control of their lives and freedom. So I hope that answers that question. In terms of what do I see about the future of this business? Well, today, Alex's message was, I think Alex's message today was the clearest he has ever been about the potential and the real vision of what we're doing here, because it was music to my ears. The language he was using, I was like, this is what I've been telling everybody. I've been telling everybody for the last month and a bit, this voucher system, this product that's coming means we never, ever, why would I liquidate my coins? I never need to sell them. The whole point of this system is he has created a system within the matrix. Because let's face facts, guys, CBDCs are coming. The financial reset is happening before our eyes. We can't fight it. Stop trying to fight it. There's no point. It is happening. So what we need to do is embrace what is coming and say, how do we get creative to find a way to live within it? And that is what Alex has developed and created for us over the last 7 years. He has created a system where we can live within this third dimension, live within this matrix and the system that the government and the financial institutions have created. But we're like a subset of it. But we are a place where we can have freedom and unity. The Den team, the Charging Rhinos, the Den team bring everyone together. The Charging Rhinos bring freedom together with that. And that's what it's all about. So we now have an ecosystem, guys, where you never need to sell your token. You just use the ecosystem. And it's just insane. It really is. It's very, very special, very, very proud and very privileged to be a part of it. And so glad that I can honestly call Ultima home. This is the first business that I can call home, truly call home. And that's what this is about for me. So tonight I have a presentation at 8 p.m. Anyone can join that. Berlin, I cannot wait. I'm so excited about coming to Berlin. I can't wait to see you guys out there. So I'll be coming to find you. And also, just if anybody would like to learn more about myself and learn about Christian, who tends to be behind the curtains, behind the scenes, we have an amazing leader in our team. Her name is Anne Gwindy. She's a business coach, and she actually invited us to do an interview of us. And so we do have an interview that we've done, which I will share as well with the group. So if anyone would like to learn anything about us and find out a bit more about who are the Charging Rhinos, who we are, feel free to watch that interview, which Anne did with us. So I'll pass back to you, Danish.
Fantastic, Joe. That is a nice little summary. I've put in as a joke over there. Joe, apparently you've got 10 kids. That's what we heard. So I'm remembering what Gail said about, you know, how you multitask and manage the entire day. And I think you're an absolute super mom. And just the fact that you guys have made this kind of a sacrifice is just incredible. Christian, come to the office, man. Let's connect. Okay, don't get all homesick in that apartment of yours. Listen, you've got an office over there. Let's connect, and let's obviously make sure that we, you know, bash our heads together. And who knows, we can do something in Dubai. You never know. One more question, Joe, before I hand back to Emil, and of course he's gonna promote the presentation. When you're standing in front of the mirror before the day starts, and you're about to take the 4 kids to school, okay, what are you saying to yourself in the beginning of the day? What's that conversation like when you're looking at yourself in the mirror? What are you saying to yourself?
In all honesty, I don't even think I have time to even, I literally just get on. This is me, right? I get on. I don't give my time self to think, you know. I'm one of those people that I don't analyze things. When I know something needs to be done and I get an idea in my head, I'm gone. There's no procrastination with me. But having said that, what do I think when I get up? Do you know the first thing I think these days when I get up in the morning, the first thing, I've got to call Christian. I wake up at 7. It's because for 7 o'clock I wake up, he's been up, it's 10 o'clock in Dubai. The first thing in my routine is Christian and I FaceTime, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. You know, we're together. But no, I mean, asking me now, what do I say to myself? What do I say to myself? Do you know one thing? Actually, if you ask me this question, what is the one word I'd use to describe myself? Fearless. That's Beautiful. The word. Beautiful. Fearless. I am fearless. And I love a quote from Shakespeare. Though she be little, she be fearless. She be fierce.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
I'm fearless and fierce.
The breach. My goodness. Fantastic, Joe. Thank you so much. Guys, Joe has got a presentation. You heard it. It's 8 p.m. UK time tonight. Correct, Joe? That's
right. And I'll send out the invitation. You can share it in your group later if you like, Danish.
Fantastic. And we'll definitely do that. Wishing you all the very best with, of course, not only the Berlin event, but also at the same time, all the presentations, your team, all those group calls that you have. And thank you so much for gracing us with your presence on today's call. So I'm going to hand over to Emil and we take it from there. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Danish. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you, Danish. Thank you, Navid. It's been a good call. Today's call was all about, you know, bringing belief, bringing back the energy, bringing up the awareness of what is happening. And I believe with this energy and this testimony we had here from Joanna, I believe that anything is possible when we put, you know, heads down and we make a decision and we believe and we choose to work with that belief and actually, you know, make these life-changing decisions which in itself we're going to bring success because you have that courage. So that's amazing, and I believe we can all learn from that. And I believe that we can apply it right away, because right now in 10 minutes we have a presentation, we have a business presentation that is starting in 10 minutes. If you want to make one of those bold moves and you want to actually take that, an extra step and do something today that's going to make you a little bit extra proud of yourself and to really kickstart your business, then you have a 10 minutes time ahead of you right now to make a few phone calls, get a few people onto this call in your team that's not yet in your team, some people that you're meant to follow up with. Make those phone calls, send out messages, get people on here, and I'm going to come with full energy, I'm going to come with full belief, and I'm going to make them understand why they were invited and why you were in such a hurry. So trust me with that. And now I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes and do your thing, and we keep on this, stay on this link, and we invite as many as we can, and then we move into a business presentation about Ultima, and that's going to be the end of our webinars today, and then we have Joanna's later tonight. So guys, 10 minutes.